Hi, it's Brian Newman with the Spotlighted Business Owner Show, and today we're thrilled to have Felicia Campos. Hi, Felicia, how are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm doing good,
Good.
thanks.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's nice to see you. So, thanks for being on here. Yeah, I
Thank
wanted
you.
to yeah, so I wanted to kind of explore your background, and then how did you get into the consulting business where you offer so many services?
Yeah, I do. I do. I started off with just insurance, life and health, mainly life, and I've done that for several years. Um, and I also offer notary signings. I'm a notary, so I specialize in notary signings for real estate, and I also under the notary umbrella is I do apostles. So people that are going through the immigration process, they need
Oh,
somebody like me to help process their documents through the Secretary of State and the consulate. So I help with that.
oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
No, so of all the services that you offer, which one is the biggest one?
Biggest one and like in what do you mean? Which way?
Which one is the most popular, I guess? I
The
know you
most
do a lot of pre-need
popular?
funeral services too,
Mm-hmm.
don't you?
That came to me last year, or well, like 2 years ago, and I didn't know that I could use my insurance license to help people uh, organize get their funeral pre-plans done before they pass away. I didn't know I could do that. So there's a big, like a large scale of services that you can offer in under the insurance umbrella.
Oh, okay. Can you explain to the viewers what is a pre-need funeral contract?
So a funeral pre-need plan is where you organize or you create your funeral plan the way you want it. So you plan ahead before you pass away and you pay it like in a couple of years and you pay it off and it's yours forever. And so they give it like a car payment where you pay it off in 3 years and 5 years or 10 years increments.
Uh-huh.
And the price of the funeral is those rates are locked in now at today's rates. So if you pass away in 20 years, the funeral home that you're connected with has to honor today's costs. So it's a benefit
Uh,
to people because
yeah,
of inflation.
that's a huge advantage. I
Yeah.
mean, I know that the cost of funerals, like when my father passed away, are so much more nowadays than they
Oh my
were back
gosh.
then. Let me ask you this, for a pre-need funeral contract, is it a cremation or a funeral? Or is it one or the other or both? Can you get either one?
You can get whatever you want. We have packages. We do have cremation where you have a memorial service before you're cremated. So with the memorial service, you are embalmed and you're put in a casket. It's a rental casket. And then after the services, then you get cremated for the family for later on. Yeah, so they can pick up the ashes.
Okay, so they could do either one. So
Uh-huh.
also I know when that happens, it's a very emotional thing. So I know yeah, during the time of a loss, I mean, people
Mm-hmm.
aren't thinking straight.
Mm-hmm.
They're under a time crunch.
Mm-hmm.
So isn't that another advantage? Like if you do it today, when
Mm-hmm.
you're in a relaxed environment, you're thinking straight, I would think, that's also a huge advantage.
It is a huge advantage. And actually, I have the fun part of the whole process because I deal with people that are like they know what they want, or they kind of don't know what they want. And I kind of guide them to what, they want
Uh-huh.
according to their needs and their budget and, culture too. That plays a lot, and their religion that plays a lot in what they want. Um, I do some people have couples that come into the funeral home and we go and look at the caskets and the urns and they have fun with it. The wives are, putting you in there. And the husband's like, I'm putting you here. And so they have
Oh,
fun with
wow.
it. So it's, yeah, it could
Yeah.
be a fun thing to kind of create something that you want.
Uh-huh.
There are options of adding like um, monetary allowance on your plan. So your family has some money to play with at the time of need. So if they want like extra, um, I don't know, like rings or I don't know what the cremations, they can have little things like necklaces, rings, yeah,
Oh,
little
yeah.
things like that. Some
Oh,
people
okay.
some people like that.
Oh, wow.
Your
No, so
face.
what? No, I was going to ask you, how is this, when people plan ahead, how is it different than having a life insurance policy?
So sometimes, okay, so when you plan ahead, the beneficiary is the carrier. So when you pass away, the carrier sends the money within a couple hours to the funeral home. So the funeral home can start their process. And when you have life insurance, depending on how you pass away, the life insurance could take long to pay out. So funeral home's not going to
Oh,
wait a couple weeks, a couple months before a life insurance policy pays out. So what I
uh-huh.
tell people is if they have a life insurance policy plan, that's great, but get a funeral pre-plan done also. So in the event of how you pass away, that that time frame doesn't get affected.
Oh, okay. Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Definitely makes sense. Yeah, I was going to ask you, how was the prepaid planning insurance safe from Medicare spend down?
Okay, so I one of the services that I offer too is what we call senior living placement. So
Uh-huh.
what that is when somebody has to find a new home, they sell their original home and they have to be placed into like a residential living facility. So when that happens, let's just say they're in the facility and they can't afford it, so they have to look into getting Medicaid. So
Oh,
if they have Medicare, what happens is before you get Medicaid, you have to liquidate your assets. And it could be
oh,
life insurance. Life insurance is not protected from a Medicaid spend down. So the Medicaid would have you liquidate that life insurance policy, liquidate so much to a certain amount of money. But with the funeral pre-planning, it is safe from that spend down. Medicaid cannot touch the funeral planning. So with the with people that are going to residential living, they might
uh-huh.
have to go into Medicaid, and that's when I can come in too and get them a pre-plan for their Medicaid spend down, so it's not touched. They can't touch it. It's safe.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
nice. Nice. No, and do you go all over the valley or just certain areas that you provide your pre-need funeral services?
I actually I work in 9 states, so I can offer my services in 9 states. If anybody has family that live like let's just say Texas, I can help them in Texas to find them a funeral home to be connected to and get them a funeral pre-plan also in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what? I noticed also of the many services that you offer, you do senior living placement services. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that?
So I help find people's residential facility that they need to move into. Um, I basically will take them on tours, and according to their needs analysis, I would take them to places that meet their needs and their wants too, and
Oh,
and their affordability, whatever they can afford.
does
Yeah.
that include, I mean, is it just like an old age home, or do you also like find, they have group homes and stuff like that? So there's independent living, there's group
Mm-hmm.
homes, there's a
Mm-hmm.
variety of different. Do you
Mm-hmm.
place all of
Mm-hmm.
those?
Yes.
Oh, oh
Yeah.
wow.
Mhm.
So I just want to remind our viewers, yeah, we're talking to Felicia Campos. I believe that's how you say your name. Felicia.
Compost.
Oh, okay. Campos.
That's okay.
So what's the best way to reach you if someone wants to get in touch with you today?
So my phone number is on the screen. It's 505-363-8019. That's my phone number. Also, too, is I have email at F as in Frank Campos Insurance at gmail.com. So fcamposinsurance@gmail.com.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so what do you have a website that they
And
can go
that's
to?
coming. It's almost done.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. No, so I was also looking, you do trust as well as all these other services, is that right?
I don't do the trust myself. We are with a group of lawyers that do the trust for us, but we can refer them to the lawyers. But trusts
Oh,
are a very, very important thing to get. So, yeah. So I help people get all their planning put together.
yeah, no, I know it's very beneficial. Like if you
Yes.
want to protect your assets and make sure
Mm-hmm.
that like your decedents, like if you have children, you want to make sure that your kids get it. So yeah, I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
you offer that. That's a nice service.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes. Wills
and
and
then
trusts. Mm-hmm.
and then again, the notary service,
Yeah.
can you do that on Zoom or do you actually go to someone's facility, their house, their
So,
office?
mhm. I'm not certified to do remote online notary, but there are notaries that can do it online. But I'm mobile, so I drive to everybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. And again, you had mentioned you actually can you can provide services in different states.
In regards to insurance, I can. Mhm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, are there any last words you want to let the viewers know?
Let's see. Also, too, with the funeral pre-planning, there are a lot of people that are from different countries that come here and they want to be buried in their country where they were born at. We can accommodate that. And also, too, is Arizona is a transplant state, so we have people coming from here from other states. So they're like, oh, we want to be buried in where we came from. So
Uh,
the insurance, the funeral pre-planning is transferable. So if people move away, the the plan goes with them wherever they go.
oh, okay. Oh,
Mhm.
that's a nice service.
Yes.
All right. So once again, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
My number is 505-363-8019. Again, 505-363-8019. And then
Oh,
my email address is F as in Frank, Campos Insurance@gmail.com.
oh, great. All right. Well, thank you again for being on here, Felicia. Yeah, it's great to
Thank you,
see
Brian.
you.
Good to see you
All
too.
right.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
Okay.